Let's get this game on a go, shall we? Let's do this. I'm gonna play the stable version, by the way.
Ah.
Not the unstable version. Yeah.
Oh, you're so boring.
You're so boring. Once you're Asian, you never miss an equation. I love that. You're Asian, you never miss an equation. I keep forgetting to add Zanara as a friend. Shit.
Who's Zanara?
You know Zanara? Great Folk's girlfriend. You know who Great Folk is, right?
Oh yeah.
Really? Is that... no. Yeah, you should see my character, dude. I got a massive afro.
Oh my god.
Oh man.
It's cool as fuck. It's even got a comb in it and everything.
Damn it.
It looks like I'm not racist. It's fucking what's his name? Not. Oh god, the Afro Samurai dude. I can't remember his called.
Yeah. It's Afro Samurai.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Well, you know what I get? What I would get if I crossed you with a ninja?
A ginger.
Yeah, exactly.
A ginger.
Oh no! Whoops. Oh shit! No. Sorry. I apologize.
For what?
Being a boob. Boobs. Okay, ooh, pretty good. Alright, I gotta invite your sorry ass now, haven't I?
Sorry, I didn't hear that. Someone was self-promoting.
You're playing Warframe.
Yeah, I'll be done soon.
What are you doing on Warframe anyway?
Just getting some blueprints.
Blueprints?
Blueprints.
Blueprints. Blueprints. Blue plants? No, blue pants. No, blue plants. Plants.
Blue pants.
That reminds me
Put
of a
on
joke.
your red
A
shoes
good,
and...
clean, nice joke.
Wait, what?
Yeah, when you said blue pants, I was reminded of a good, clean joke.
Oh, okay, if it's clean, then carry on.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it
It's
is.
this ship, you know, a privateer.
Yeah.
Out sailing, and they see a ship in the horizon. And from the crow's nest you hear, "Captain, enemy ship on the horizon." And he tells his cabin boy, "Bring me my red shirt." And so they engage the other ship, and the battle rages on, and they don't lose a single man. After the fight, the cabin boy, he asks the captain, "Why did you want the red shirt?" "Because if I had been wounded, you could not see the blood, and thus you would fight on." Oh, okay. The next day, you hear from the crow's nest, "Captain, 40 enemy ships on the horizon." The captain looks at the cabin boy and goes, "Bring me my brown pants."
That's simple but funny. I like that. I like
yeah.
that. Simple but
Sometimes
funny.
the simplest thing is the best in life.
What, you mean like you?
Depends on how you look at it. I mean,
Never mind.
compared to a NASA rocket scientist, I'm simple. Compared to you, I'm a supercomputer and you're a TI-82.
No, I want to be a quantum computer. Overexpensive and useless.
Oh.
It's true though. I mean, no one uses a quantum computer for like, you know, pretty much anything. I mean, it's just there. You know?
And here I am. I'm just an old IBM ThinkPad.
Well. Hey Marcus Lars, welcome to the stream, man. How's it going, buddy?
I would say a Mac, but I'm not that useless.
Dude, Mac is just... It shouldn't even exist in this universe.
Hey, it's a great computer for working.
No, it's awful.
No, not if you're working with graphic.
Yeah, that's the only use it has.
Which means that the newspaper industry relies basically solely on Macintosh.
Unfortunately.
Well, I only know that because my father's in the biz.
Fair enough. Excuse me.
Oh, you're most welcome.
Thank you.
Oh man, this is some good food. If there's one thing I do know, it's cooking.
Did you get enough fiber today?
Oh, why isn't Chris here?
I know, right?
Chris.
Yeah, Chris, man, he's amazing. I love Chris.
Just
You know he uploaded a video today, right?
wasn't it like on a raft or something like that?
Ah, canoe.
A canoe?
Yeah, well, he was out canoeing with his friend Adam,
Okay.
having a few beers, enjoying the outdoors, you know, relaxing.
Well, yeah, as you do, you know, in America.
Yeah, not only in America.
Yeah, but it's a typical American day, put it that way.
No, it's just as typical in Denmark. We have the longest coastline in the world.
Called my ass.
What?
Never mind. I was just saying it. Yeah, we have the longest coastline ever. It's called my ass.
Oh, wow.
Sorry. Carry on.
And we were supposed to keep it clean.
Well, it is clean. It's not like, you know. Never mind.
Can I say the B word?
Yeah, you were kind of digging your own grave there for a moment, Mars.
Can I say the B word?
I'm
Balls.
just asking because there's this joke that I know, and at the end, it's just the B word.
What, black?
No,
Black balls, bitches. What do you want?
female dog.
Yeah,
Well,
bitches.
Bitches.
Yeah, that. So this is
Okay. So,
American
right.
Soldier.
Let me
I guess
stop you
it's
there
not
for a
bad.
second. Let me stop you there for a second. Right. Now, you've been on my streams for how long now? You know?
2 or 3 months.
Okay, right, okay. Now, think about this for a second, right? Now, in the description of most of my videos, what does it say?
It
Strong
says-
language may occur.
You know, warning, strong language in progress.
Stronk.
Yes, so, bitch isn't exactly a extreme word, is it? You know,
It's
you
slang for wife.
Yeah, exactly. Slang for woman.
No, for wife.
Wife, woman, life. Doesn't matter. It has many applications.
Speaking of life, to quote Ron White, if life gives you lemons, you should find somebody whose life has given them vodka and have a party.
Party! Party.
Spoken like a true alcoholic.
Kool-Aid.
My chocolate peanut butter cake with Kool-Aid.
I love that song, man.
How can you tell that a person is serious about their alcohol addiction?
When they actually buy a lifetime supply?
No, when the car has a sticker that says AA is for quitters.
Wow. Wow. Alrighty then.
He means business. Don't let him into the bar.
Don't let him in here. Last week he destroyed my entire my bathroom. I don't know where I was going with that.
By the way, Payday 2 has some strange and very useless hints once in a while.
Yeah, well, the game is useless to me right now because I still can't fucking play it.
Still, damn.
Yep.
One of the gameplay hints was know your enemy. The SWAT turret can be recognized by the huge SWAT van it is attached to. Well, duh.
Never.
I would have never figured out that the turret killing me was attached to the car.
It's just it just magically appears out of nowhere.
Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah,
the police were magicians.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah,
well, you learn as long as you live.
exactly.
Oh man, jumping back and forth between two streams, fucking really strange.
Chat, I'm actually surprised my stream has actually managed to stay green on the health, because usually it just goes, yeah, don't make me do it. I can't do it. No, stop.
That's because you're playing the stable version.
That's not because I'm playing the stable version. It's because I'm on Discord as well as streaming. Because Discord, I'm not
Oh yeah, I know, but
downloading. I'm like, uploading or some shit like that to thing. So it's using my bandwidth altogether anyway.
Yeah.
And causes
Oh, that's an interesting video.
problems. But for some reason, it's stayed relatively green, which is very good. I mean,
Yeah.
jeez.
Also very, very nice.
Yeah, it is.
Oh ja.
Oh ja, ist so wunderbar.
Oh, das ist wonderful, ja.
Ja. Guten Tag, Herr Fräulein.
Ooh, I haven't played this in a while.
Touches.
Alright, I joined you. I joined you.
You joined me? Get out
Yeah,
of
I
here,
joined
you pedophilian.
Ew.
Ew, he said pedophilian. Be good. Hold on, I can get up here, can't I? Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna do. How many gold bars do I have on me? I've got enough for now. I need more silver though. Shit. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. I was gonna start farming, wasn't I? Oh, my trees are done. Nice.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I've been planting trees for a little while.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
And they grow relatively fast, dude. I'm not even kidding. I thought it'd take a lot longer than what they did, but it's like pretty much within a day.
Wow.
I know, right? And we've been like running around looking for wood and shit. Just like, fuck it. Yeah?
What is this? There's a hidden area.
No! Why'd you leave?
My Starbound is not responding.
It's not responding. Oh no.
It's not responding, yeah.
It's not
Mars?
responding. Yeah, what is it?
There's a hidden area in the outpost area.
Okay.
But actually the only way to get there is to have the what's it called? You know, the transformation ball item that can climb walls.
The spike ball.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that one, yeah.
And it is straight underneath. So you have to walk to the edge, over the edge.
Okay.
Over the hedge.
Over the
But there
hedge.
should be a secret room somewhere underneath.
Well, the station
The
thingy.
outpost.
The outpost, yeah, we've already been there.
Yeah, but in the outpost, if you go to the edge, you know, where you can't go any further without falling to your doom.
Yeah,
Transform to the spike ball.
yeah, that's what I mean. Me and Tank already been there.
Oh, downstairs?
Yeah, and under the base thingy.
Oh,
Hey,
and,
evil.
Yeah, The little room with the bed in it.
Yeah, the guy that's hiding here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, where you also find the special mask.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Hey, just Extreme Gaming. How's it going, buddy? Welcome to this stream. How's the quality looking anyway? Because it keeps going from green to red all the time.
It looks pretty okay. And hey, Evil.
Oh, Evil's here.
No, he's in the live stream chat.
Oh.
I'd have to drag him in to the King's room.
What is this? Okay. Oh man, I'm trying to focus on this conversation and listen out for if Titan calls out for me.
Joe, you need another invite, don't you, dude? Fuck. Sorry. I apologize. What song or like thing is that from?
Sand Raiders or something like that?
That's it. Yeah, Bag Raiders.
Well, according to Extreme Gaming, the stream is looking good.
All good, and the stream's looking good. Nice! As long as that's alright.
Did you see the
It's like drinking.
the Star Wars.
Oh no, not
Star
this.
Wars fight.
No.
With Count Dooku, but every time the lightsaber swing is Owen Wilson saying "Wow."
I see.
Wow.
Wow! 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 They open when they like turn on the lightsaber. It's like, wow.
Wow.
Oh man, I give it about 15 minutes and I'm gonna start getting sleepy.
Why?
God damn it!
Because I have a stomach full of food.
I'm like that.
Oh yeah, Tank, you're American. You'll know what I talk about when I say this. The itis will kick in.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm betting you don't know that term, masking.
No, I do not, my good Fräulein.
The itis is that feeling of being tired and just all around needing a nap after a very good meal. That is the itis.
I get like that sometimes, not all the time, but I get like that sometimes.
No, it's only after a very good and filling meal.
Yeah. Hey Cyber. Welcome to the stream, Betty. I like
Who's
Cyber.
Cyber again? Oh yeah.
Cyber Houdini. You know, that Irish guy, you know? And he comes in on the moment when I'm planting potatoes.
Diddly potato.
Potato.
Did you know if you leave a potato on your front porch, an Irishman will visit you?
No. Did you know that if your phone has gotten wet and you need to dry it out?
Yeah,
put
but
it in a bowl of rice, because overnight the rice will attract Asians and they will fix it.
Oh my god.
This stream's gonna get flagged eventually, then.
Oh no, as long as we don't go any further than that.
Oh wait, the joke I was gonna say. All right.
No.
Yeah. No. It's not bad.
No, no.
It's not bad. All right. So this American guy, he was fighting on the front lines of World War II, the German front lines. So he's going home, but before he goes back to America, he has to go to Britain first.
I know this one.
He gets on a train, and it's completely full. So he walks the entirety of the train looking for a seat, and then he finds an old woman, and she's sitting down, and across from her is her dog, and her dog is sitting on the seat. So he goes, "Excuse me, do you mind if I sit there?"
It is a poodle size dog.
Yeah.
You look like a fucking poodle. What are you talking about?
Hey. But just because you behave like one.
Hey, woof woof. Bark, heck. Meow.
Yeah, your bark is worse than your bite.
Bark. Potatoes.
Bark.
Well,
Oh yeah,
keep on checking.
Alright. So he sees a dog and he's like, "Can I sit on that seat?" And she's like, "Oh, you Americans, so entitled. just go away. So he's like, all right, fine, I'll go. So he keeps walking, looking for another seat. He doesn't find another seat. So he comes back and he's like, look, I didn't find any other seats. I just came back from the war and I'm really tired. I want to sit down. So could you please move your dog? And she starts complaining again. She's like, "Oh, you Americans always like complaining
So rude.
and so rude." And so the guy goes, "Okay, I see how it is." So he picks up the dog and he throws it out the train window when the train is moving. And she goes, "Oh my God! Somebody help! Somebody call the police! Look what he just did!" And then a British guy next to her stands up and says,
I feared this one.
"You Americans always doing things the wrong way. You hold your utensils, your eating utensils, in the wrong hand. You drive on the wrong side of the road, and you threw the wrong bitch out the window."
Exactly.
Yes, Iva. This is like Terraria. It's a cool game. I think it's like £11 on Steam. I think it's a fun game to just mess around with and whatnot. Farming's pretty good. That's where the currency really kicks in. You know, you should see the farms that me and Scar made on our little private game. We made like 4 levels of like farming and stuff with sprinklers and whatnot.
I can't help it that I enjoy crafting.
Same. Is that an afro or a helmet? That is an afro, good sir. Oh shit. You may carry on. I apologize. I interrupted you.
No, that's not it. But Tank, you should, when you make the punchline of that joke, you should take on a proper British posh voice.
I can't.
You Americans, always doing things the wrong way. You hold your eating utensils in the wrong hand, you drive on the wrong side of the road, and now, sir, you've thrown the wrong bitch out the window.
And now you've thrown the wrong bitch out the goddamn window.
And I can really imagine an English gentleman being like that.
Same.
What did he do? Insult me.
Really?
Well, nothing new under the sun then.
Hey, Power. Samwise, get you.
Well, no, I'm not gonna say it.
Thank you.
What?
I don't think it's safe for your stream.
I mean, it's not that bad. Is it what I said about the Australians last time?
I can't remember what you said about the Australians last time, but it was probably bad. I don't know.
It just said that they're like very rude, but they're fucking hilarious.
Oh well, yeah. I mean, shit, dude. That's the charm of an Australian. Yeah, very rude, but great people. I mean, hardworking, funny. You know, shit.
See, that's funny because I don't consider them rude. I just consider them very direct and blunt, kind of like Danes.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, so I mean, yeah, they're very, bluntly honest. You know what I mean?
Well, have you not seen what they do like on their TV shows and shit?
No, I don't watch Australian TV because I'm not in Australia, boob.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, they had a game show, right?
Okay.
And one of the things was they would go to like a fast food restaurant and they would buy cheeseburgers, like a whole bunch of them, and depending on how much they spend on the cheeseburger is the amount of points that they will get if they hit somebody on the head with it.
Oh, you're thinking about urban sports.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was a whole series called Urban Sports in the program, what's it called, Balls of Steel.
Okay.
With Edge.
Yeah, he was like, all right, to play this sport, all you need is first a car.
A car with a sunroof, some junk food, and some poor old schmuck out somewhere in the world.
Wow.
I just love the first one because he throws the freaking hamburger at his head and it's like...
It hits perfectly and just bounces off on this poor guy at the bus stop.
Wow.
The last round, it is some... Oh, that hurt.
What the fuck did you do?
Oh.
So Australian threw a hamburger at his head.
Smashed my own hand, but the last one is a young guy sitting at a restaurant or something, and he's just waiting. And they pull up, and he bought nuggets, and it's like, nugget, 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 nugget.
See, fucking Evil's got it. He's like, You offended me, sir. I challenge you to a duel at dawn. And it's like, you know, I think they should bring back, you know, dueling, because
Aren't they bringing it back in Canada or something like that?
I
would
don't
be
know.
epic.
It wouldn't surprise me, dude.
Why Canada? The politest country in the world.
That's the thing, dude.
Excuse me, not to interrupt, but you want to have a quick duel outside?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, do you know what? I don't like the tone of your voice. How about we duel? Yeah, it's just like...
Sorry, but I was gonna park there. Why don't we duel over the parking spot?
Again, I am reminded of the of Men in Tights, Mel Brooks' Robin Hood movie.
I love that movie, dude, many
See,
times.
you can duel in America because you invite somebody to a duel, they'll freaking show up with a 50 caliber of
50.
launcher.
Now, that's Texas.
Or Colorado.
Yeah.
Oh my god. If you want a duel, comes back with a freaking M3 Sherman.
Yeah, that's true. That is, like, wholeheartedly true. Cyber was saying everything we know about Australians is from Home and Away.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's pretty true.
Yeah.
No, that TV show Balls of Steel, he has many different urban sports you can play in the city.
Yeah.
For example, Big Stranger Rodeo.
Oh, I remember.
You find a
Oh,
stranger
I,
and
I
jump on their back.
I don't know if this was a Australian thing, but basically what was happening was they would have like this midget basically run around and like just smash people's sandwiches. Like seriously, it doesn't matter who it is, and they walk past like these sandwich bars and everything when people are sitting outside, and they would literally just just walk up to you and they just smash your sandwich on the table. It's like, what the frick?
I don't care how much of a midget you are, that's a fight. Unless you're willing to buy me a new one on the spot, I'm gonna kick the ever-living shit out of you.
Oh, well, just throw him like a bloody American football, you're right.
No, that means he will get away.
He won't get away very far, dude. Shit.
No, but if I throw him...
Yeah.
I'm not gonna help him escape. Well, unless there's a basketball hoop nearby.
Marcus, I've tried War Thunder before, and it's an okay game, but their like layout for like menus and stuff is very complicated. It's just all over the place, and I personally I don't like it. World of Tanks, on the other hand, I've played that a little bit, and that's all right. You know, it's not too bad, but I'd rather play this.
World of Warplanes and World of Warships has the same layout as World of Tanks.
Really?
Yeah.
I would like to try out War of the Ships, or whatever it's called.
World of Warships, it's amazing. It's a great game.
This game looks like Terraria. That's everybody says this game looks like Terraria, and it is basically Terraria, but it's better, in my opinion.
Terraria, now in space.
Terraria in space. Yes.
Yeah, I find this a bit more enjoyable than Terraria.
Where are you anyway?
I'm in my ship.
You're in your ship.
I'm in my big old ship.
Okay.
Wait, did you finish all the upgrades with your ship?
Nope.
I didn't paint this part of my ship. Oh no, it's painted. It's just not loading.
Where'd I go? Oh, there it is. Sandwich destroyers. Is that what it's called? Because that TV thing was so fucking funny, man. It was literally just like this little midget dude, and he would just literally walk up to you, sitting outside, you know, you're enjoying your sandwich and everything, and he would just literally just smash your sandwich. He would literally just slam his fists into it. It's hilarious.
I can imagine like Australians get like really salty, but they're kind of used to it because they're in Australia.
Yeah.
Oh, every time I think Australia, I think Crocodile Dundee.
Oh,
That's not a
good
knife.
lord.
You call that a knife? Now
That's
this,
But
it. Yeah.
this is a knife.
actually, my favorite scene is from the second one, when you know, the people that are hunting him has been captured by the Aborigines, and one of them is eating a bat. It's like, do you really enjoy that? Needs garlic. Gets me every time.
Oh my god, the other day I had a sandwich and I put some onion sauce on it. Oh, it was so good.
Onion sauce.
Sweet onion sauce, yeah.
Wait, onions aren't sweet?
It's just sauce.
It's just what?
I think he died.
That's a shame.
It's a shame.
Oh
Terrible
well,
shame.
if you're gonna die in here, go outside. I don't want the cops to wreck the place.
Oh god. Yeah, he disconnected. I think his internet is playing up. Or mine is, for the better term.
Your internet shouldn't affect him.
Well, he's playing on my world, so I'm hosting.
True. True. Wait, oh.
I know I am going to sound like a selfish prick, but so is this game multiplayer then? Yes, it is. It's multiplayer. I think you can have up to about 4 people, I think, playing. But if you have your own server, you can have as many people as you want. I think up to about like 10. I think.
Yeah, and you can switch back and forth between multiplayer and single player on the same world.
Yeah, on the same world. Yeah. If you have your own server. Could I possibly get mod? I have been around for a long time. Dude, I appreciate you, being, respectful. But unfortunately, we have enough mods as it is for now. Some people haven't been turning up, though, to help mod. But I think there might be some places eventually, so stay tuned on that one.
Man, even if you had open mod spaces, I wouldn't be able to do it because Titan's stream coincides with yours.
Yeah, well, Miles Green, she's like modding, I think, 16 channels now.
Wow.
Yeah, if she can do it, man, I'm pretty sure you can do it.
Oh, yeah, but I'm fine with just modding a single channel.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. It's less work, less effort.
Less of a hassle, you know?
Yeah.
Less of the Hoff. Hasselhoff? Ha ha!
By the way, War Thunder has new update for the user interface. I'll take a look, but I can't promise anything that I'll stream it.
Hey, I found a spelling error in your description.
Yes, I know. Shush.
No, it's the name of one of the YouTubers.
Okay. Who's that?
Mr. E. Meatshield has become me, E. Meatshield. Must have hit the wrong button, you know.
I must have, yeah. Your stream is lagging a bit. Yeah, it's because of my connection, dude. Because I'm using Discord to chat to the guys, and yeah, my internet can't handle both, unfortunately. So, but I try to do it anyway because I like to chat and play. So.
Well, it doesn't make it better than that I'm in Denmark, you're in the UK, and Travis in America. Doesn't exactly improve upon the whole situation.
No, but still. Right back.
Puts
Okay,
things
evil.
into perspective.
Oh yeah, it puts things in perspective, right? Yeah. That
More
I
like
can
we're
agree.
from 3 different parts of the world, and yet we're talking together now.
Yeah. That's right, I got a fluffer.
I wonder what a person in the medieval ages would have said to a statement like that.
You're a witch! I don't know. Sounds about right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah? What wizardry is this?
Nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
It's true though. I mean, nobody expects
I-
the Spanish Inquisition.
I would have loved to be an Inquisitor.
It's funny, man. Spanish
Only for the
Inquisition.
power.
True.
Yeah, your stream is actually lagging quite a lot.
Shit. Let me take a look at something.
Either that, or I could jump off and focus a little more on being an actual moderator.
Yeah, for some reason, it's running at 44 frames that are being dropped at the moment. I don't want to increase the bandwidth because it might fuck up somewhere. Let me put that as 900 then. Apply that. There we go. See if that gives me a little bit more room. See if it goes down. I am mod in 3 channels. I'm surprised Mars Queen's actually gone, that far to, be mod on all those different channels. It's crazy.
It's not like I don't have the time to mod more channels, but I would like a life beyond YouTube. No offense.
That's fine, dude. Shit. No offense taken, right?
Also,
Everybody's gotta have a life.
Yeah, you know I have a shit ton of hobbies.
True.
Damn. And it kicked in.
I thought that I fixed my signal as well because I found out that certain things in my area, because with internet signals you have different channels for your internet service provider, and certain people will be on your channel because it's the default channel, and with that default channel they interfere with yours, so you don't get your full bandwidth at certain times of the day. So what you can do is you can go into your router, log into your router or whatever internet service provider you're with, into the box you have, your broadband box. Once you log into that, you can go to your wireless tab on your box, and then once you've done that, you need to find. I think it's like 2.4 gigahertz or something like that is the one you need to look for. And once you found that, you can change the channel because what it'll say is default, or auto selected the channel, so it'll be the default channel that it's already on. So then once you do that, because there is a mobile app you can download called Wi-Fi Analyzer, and basically with this app you can find out where the strongest points are in your house, or where the signal is like the lowest in your house, so vice versa.
Yeah.
And with that going on, you should be able to fix it, to get a better signal in your house.
Yeah.
But for some reason it hasn't worked for me, so I don't know.
Murphy's Law.
Well,
Everything that can go wrong will go wrong.
you are a witch, burn that bitch. Yeah, anything that can go wrong goes wrong, yeah. That is so true. Too true, man, too true.
Speaking of witches, I used to be a Wiccan about 10 years ago.
Wiccan.
Basically,
I know, a Wicca. Basically, like creating those things, like,
basically the faith of the witches combined with a love of nature that you don't find in many other religions.
Yeah. Another one you're on about. Kinda cool,
So what
actually.
do you call it? Like druidic shamanism or something? Druidic witchcraft?
I think it's like, druid type of thing.
Yeah, druids and witches combined.
Is it this one?
Ugh.
Glass, tungsten, and silver. Okay. Yeah, my stream's still lagging. I don't understand why.
Oh, it is. I think it's the Discord, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, tank keeps disconnecting as well, which is a fucking pain in my ass.
In any case, I'm gonna jump off the Discord and focus on my responsibilities as a moderator again.
Alright, man.
So I'll talk to you later, and I will be in the stream, as usual.
Alright, dude.
Ta-ta.
Ta-ta. Okay.
Hi, Mochi Bunny.
Hi!
It just stops by and looks at me and then goes.
It's like, hi, where's my carrot, bitch? I don't get bunnies, man, they're cool.
Oh, they're so chill, man. Especially the big white one. She's like super chill. Like all the pictures I have of her is just her laying down,
Yeah.
which is weird. I noticed that like the bigger breeds of rabbits, they're usually like really calm and shit, or like the smaller ones are like hyper. Like Mochi's super hyper.
Yeah, my mother's Netherland dwarf rabbits are pretty hyper.
Oh, Mochi comes into my room. Since I have a rug in my room, it's like the only place in the house with a rug. And he like jumps on it and goes absolutely nuts, like jumping on it, and then he just leaves. He's like, "All right, bye." I guess he likes it. I don't know. You seen when Bunny's Binky, right? When they do that weird twist
Yeah.
thing.
I was just
When,
about to say something, like, I was gonna say it's probably Binky or something.
Yeah, Binky's on it, but like it's funny when Dulce, the bigger one, does it because she's so big and fat. She like jiggles everywhere.
Okay. Yeah. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Probably jiggles like my ex-girlfriend.
Ooh. We're like a year into YouTube, Mars King has 500 million subs, and his
500
girlfriend-
million
his ex-
subs.
his
Imagine that.
ex-girlfriend finds finds your YouTube channel and she's like going through all your like videos and she just hears that.
He is Mr. Wow. I'm so hungry. Oh, tungsten. Noise.
Noise.
Oh, shit, wrong button.
Wait, is
What? What? What?
you know somebody called Keegan?
Keegan.
What? Oh,
No, why? Ow.
I found a video and it says "Hello Mars King Gaming," showing my face.
Wait, what?
Yeah, but it's another Mars King.
Is that masking games or not games? That gaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got like a 13,000 subs, I think.
Oh, he went down. He's in 11K now. Oh. So that RV.
RV.
I've been thinking about getting a new butterfly knife, cause this one's so freaking heavy.
Your face.
It's heavy. Like mom's spaghetti, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop his bombs, but he keeps on forgetting when I roll down. The whole crowd goes wild.
Oh, you what? How'd you kill me? Oh no, motherfucker! I lost 10% of my pixels.
I can get you a lot of pixels.
Yeah, I know you can. Cheating bitch.
It's not cheating if it's in the game.
Okay, Mr. Technical.
Weren't they supposed to be releasing a new Beetlejuice soon?
I remember reading something a while back. I mean, quite a while back actually. They're supposed to be doing something along the lines.
I hope it's as good as the first one.
Probably won't be. Probably be CGI'd the fuck.
Yeah, true. I hate how everything's CGI now. I remember like older movies where it was like practical effects.
Yeah, like actual, makeup and stuff.
Yeah.
Not anymore, I think. Which is kind of sad.
Yeah, that's what like gave some movies their charm. Like, could you imagine if they made Beetlejuice just like CGI in his face and made him look weird? But I'm glad they chose like makeup instead of making him like a proper full-on monster.
Yeah. Man. I just hate the internet connection I have right now. I really fucking despise it. Yeah, because it's the area I live in. I only have the standard connections.
Yeah.
I don't have fiber. Yeah, everybody else has fiber, it's like, yeah, I got fiber, dude.
Fiber. Hey, Robin.
Fiber. Hey, Robin, how's it going, buddy?
You need more fiber in your system.
You need more fibers in your diet.
You know, Scar's not watching. He would have commented by now.
No, he's lurking. He's on Titan's stream.
Oh, he probably has the stream muted or something.
Probably.
He's just looking at the chat.
You need more fibers in your diet.
You need more fiber. Do you know the Vikings of old before they will go and worship Odin with their sacrifices, they will eat a lot of fiber.
No, they would eat a lot of oatmeal, and they would wipe it with their buttocks.
Did you know if you put oatmeal on your toilet paper before you use it, it actually moisturizes your butthole?
Ah, shit! Ah, shit, 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 shit. Fuck this shit. Fuck this, buddy! Oh.
I want an RV.
You want an RV, do you?
Yeah.
An RV? Where are you gonna go with an RV? An RV, an RV. An RV.
I don't know. I go. Have you seen like people taking like old double-decker buses and making them into like little houses, like little RV houses?
I think so, yeah.
That's really cool. I like that a lot. I like watching those.
I'm so lonely.
I'm so lonely. I'm so lonely. So lonely. So lonely and sadly around. There's no one. Just me, Runner sitting on my brittle throne. Work very hard and make up great plans, but nobody listens.
There's like that thing, isn't it, with that meme you showed me. It's like, I wonder if Chinese people make fun of Americans or something. You know, it's like, my name's Chelsea and I'm from Los Angeles or something like that. It's funny as fuck.
If you guys haven't seen that South Park episode where the Chinese guys are making fun of the Americans and doing an American accent, it's like they like go up and they open their eyes really wide and they're like, could you put that on my credit card, please?
That's funny, man. Craft.
What was the other one?
I can't remember what the other one was, but it's fucking hilarious. I know that. I'm sure about me. Poor little me. Poor little me. I can't jump up, jump, 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 jump. Never mind, do not jump then.
Yeah, he's like, hey, I really, really like that. That looks good. Do you have any non-dairy creamer? That was the other one. That's the one that made me laugh. Oh my god.
I'm sorry, sir, but we don't allow dairy products. Do you remember though? I don't think you remember because it's like it was a British TV show, all like sketches and shit. But you remember the guys that did Monty Python, right?
Yeah.
Basically, they did like sketches after that, I think, or before the Monty Python thing, and they're like doing shops and shit.
After.
Yeah. Have you seen the one where it's like the cheese shop or something?
Oh, the one where he punches the guy in the face.
And
then the cop, like, he like hears it from like 20 miles away, and he keeps running.
Don't think that's the one. No.
Which one is it? I've seen a bunch of them, but it's been a while since I've seen them.
I can't remember, dude. I know it's the cheese shop one. Hold on. Fucking hate sneezing. Fun fact: the man that made the pencils was Conrad Gessner, which was born in the 15th century and died in the 15th century. He was from Switzerland. What a short life.
What do you mean? What do you mean, no short life?
Never mind.
The doctor. What do you mean by that? He was born in the 15th century and he died in the 15th century? What do you mean by that? Did you expect him to live up to like the 20th or something?
Well, at least the 16th. It's only 100 years, century. I mean, people lived up to be 100. Not back then, maybe,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well, it was in the 15th century.
Well, yeah.
People didn't live that long back then.
I think the average age was like
So he was
40.
100. Like he died at he was born in the beginning of the 15th century and he died at the ending of the 15th century. Is that what you meant?
I don't know. I think that's what he meant. I think that's like the most logical answer there for that one. Not my fucking answer. Dumbass.
Doctor just left. He was like, you know what? I'm out. Wait, is Evil still? Does he still stream, or did he just like stream once or twice?
What?
I know Evil wanted to stream, and he eventually did. He did like 2 streams.
Oh,
I
did
thought
he?
did more.
I didn't know he was streaming.
Yeah, I think he did. I'm not too sure though.
Oh. Didn't tell me.
Evil's been keeping to himself a lot lately. I think he's cheating on us.
I think so, yeah. Not gonna be impressed if he is.
Tisk, tisk, tisk. Evil, if you're still here, he's probably not here. He's probably with the other people.
Yeah, he's probably with other people right now, you know, and he's like, oh, I don't want to be with these guys, they're boring. Fuck them guys. Yeah, Miles Green won't let me watch the latest episode of Game of Thrones.
Why?
Because she wants to watch it with me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I forgot that was still going on. I thought it ended already.
No, there's, well, it'll end eventually. It's only going to be 2 more seasons now, and that's it. They're going to
You
do...
heard about the new Doctor.
Yeah, the new Doctor, spoilers everybody if you haven't found out, is now a woman.
Yep.
Which I think is kind of cool. I mean, it's gonna take a bit of getting used to, you know, because it's a new Doctor again. So for all you feminists out there who think, you know, I was saying that, so fuck you. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like, I know it was a very short trailer, but like my first impression on her is that like she seems kind of bland, like her facial expression and everything.
Well, I know.
I think they could have found a better female lead for that.
Could have.
Like, could you imagine if it was like, I mean, it's practically impossible. Like, but you never know. Could have asked her, like Emma Watson or something like that.
Oh no. I couldn't deal with having Hermione as a fucking Time Lord. I'm sorry, that's like fucking... Instead of having a woman, it's like putting Harry Potter there, you know, Daniel Radcliffe. It's just like, no, it's not right, no. Yeah, that poor dude has cursed himself, you know, with his face, because...
Oh my god, yeah.
You know, because he started off Harry Potter when he was like 11, I think? 10 or 11? And then, through that entire time then, I think he finished when he was around about 20, I think? Something like that. Or like 19?
Like 18 in the last movie.
Yeah.
18, almost 19, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. And then, you know, he did a good job in, what was it, the Woman in Black or something? You know, that was an okay movie. I didn't mind that.
He was pretty good in Now You See Me, Now You Don't as well.
Oh, that was okay. I mean, the first one was definitely way better, though. Definitely way better.
Yeah.
And I think they kind of like overstretched it in the second one.
Oh, and then Swiss Army Man.
Oh, dude, that movie is fucked up. I'm not even kidding. That is some messed up shit.
Oh, you saw how he went to like an interview and he brought the. See? Okay. He lived from 1516 to 1565. I said he died in the 15th century because I didn't know the exact date. Oh.
He lived from. Okay. Fair enough.
And look at Evil trying to defend himself.
Me cheating? Never. I do watch Team Lawless stream as well. So you're cheating then? You watch other streamers? You're cheating.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be dedicated to me, man. I don't know if I can be with you anymore. You disgust me.
This is the only stream. We're gonna have to put like some restrictions on his Wi-Fi. If you keep doing that, we're not gonna throw any more bread or water into the basement.
Oh man. I hate these bloody concrete fucking rock things, man, with the eyeballs.
Yeah.
Don't even know what they're fucking called.
Oh yeah. How old is the Queen?
What?
Queen Elizabeth.
I think she's. Also, for example, of somebody living for over 100 years is Queen Elizabeth. Well, the current queen is like 90 something, I think. And I didn't know that she lived to 100. The previous queen.
Yeah. I've noticed that almost all the queens, well, I mean,
yeah,
except for the ones
monarchs.
that got killed.
Yeah. I think we're like, you know, the UK is like the only country, I think, I could be very wrong, that has a monarch left. I think.
Yeah, like a proper monarchy.
I think Scar was talking about something that they have a king over there, I think, in Denmark. I think. I don't know.
They do?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, yeah, King Fiber.
King, oh fuck me. King Fiber. Did you know that the Vikings had a king called King Fiber?
That's why we eat so much fiber here in Denmark.
Yeah, it was like ow. Fucking what's it called? One of the Vikings was called Bluetooth.
Oh yeah, the Vikings had weird names.
I was like, what? Bluetooth? Why did you call him Bluetooth? Did he have blue teeth? Yeah? Because that would make more sense, but fucking why name him Bluetooth? It's fucking weird.
Bluetooth.
Blue Tushy. I'm the most feared Viking. My name is Blue Tushy. Incontinentia buttocks.
What's wrong with the name Biggest Dickus?
He has a wife, you know.
Incontinentia buttocks.
Oh man.
That's it. That's the beast. Charge, man. Gonna make a good soup out of it.
It's like what's it called? Oh shit, what was it? He's a woman? Or something like that, isn't it?
Woman? My father was a Roman, and my mother, she's from Israel. Your father was a woman?
Hopeless Soul, welcome to the stream. It Mickey Negro. What? What?
What?
A what? A what you say? Well, you guys said we're in an open relationship. I didn't say that. Was that? Yeah.
Open.
Yeah, I didn't say we were in an open relationship. Was that you?
No. I don't know where he's getting that from. I think he's delusional. Maybe we should give him more nutrients.
Needs more fiber.
More fiber.
Yeah, I bet everybody is watching you now is like, what the fuck are these idiots on about? It's an inside joke. Okay?
Yeah.
It'll take too long to explain. And I can't be asked.
us two, maybe Evil and Chris from Mindwhack knows about it.
Yeah, and I think Scar as well, because that's where we got it from.
Poor Scar.
He knows we love him, really.
Yeah.
That,
He's
yeah.
an interesting person.
Oh yeah, that guy's like a walking encyclopedia. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah, I love like his favorite thing because I have like two friends that are Swedish, and he joined us one day, and were you there? Yeah, you were.
I think so, yeah. And he was like, you know, it's like, how can you maintain a fucking fight for that long? You know, like the Swedes and the Danish have been fighting for like fucking centuries.
Like the 13th century or some shit like that.
Yeah, since the 13th century or something, they've been fighting. You know?
They've had like 70 wars.
Fucking stupid.
Did you know Denmark is currently in war over like Whiskey Islands or something like that with Canada?
Yeah, he was talking about that as well. They basically leave like it's not like an actual war, like shooting or anything. They basically go to this island and they leave like a certain like alcoholic drink on this rock. You know, like the Canadians come over, they take away the Danish traditional whiskey or something or whatever, and then they replace it with theirs, and then the Danish come back and just keep doing it, like every season. It's weird, you know, and they class that as a war, mind you.
I want to have a war like that. Jeez.
Can you imagine if all wars were fought like that? Fucking hell, man.
I would make a little house next to where they're putting the alcohol, and just like fucking, they're getting mad. They're like, oh my god, what do you keep taking our alcohol? And they're like, us, it's not us. And I just come out with a whiskey bottle like in my hand.
It's like, what's up, dudes?
Hey, what's up?
Thanks for the free alcohol, man.
Just a random American, and then America joins in. I'm surprised America hasn't sent like freaking Apache helicopters with freaking Bud Light.
Oh, careful now, you might offend the gender equalist. No, I'm saying that.
Oh.
You know, fucking
Or whatever.
saying you're an
whatever type
Apache
of
helicopter. Like seriously, God, man, you're gonna offend someone. You know, they identify as a helicopter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're helisexual.
Helisexual. Oh my god. Oh man. I still think it's stupid. It's like, I'm non-binary. Okay, so let me kick you in the nads, or like punch you in the tit. Does it hurt? You know, did I punch you in your tit or your balls? You know, does it hurt? Yeah, of course it fucking hurts. Okay, well there we are then. You're a male or you're a female.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I think if you go to Spotify and you make an account with Spotify, now it says male, female, or non-binary.
Are you shitting me, really?
I think. Let me check real quick.
That's. I know everybody has their own, like, opinion of their own life, and carry on. But when they start to make up stupid shit that doesn't exist like that,
Yeah, they do.
It's
male, female, non-binary.
That's fucking stupid, man. It's like I identify as non-binary. You know what I mean? Okay, so how were you born? You know? Well, my mother is a female and my father is a male. Okay, right, now how are you gonna reproduce? You gonna adopt? You know? Because eventually, if all of you take over the planet, how the fuck are you gonna reproduce? Simple as that.
Honestly, I just think it's
Fucking test tube.
No, it's just humans have something in our minds, and I guess we can kind of like tell that the world is getting overpopulated, so we're coming up with all this like crap to like reduce the numbers and not make more. Kind of like in Japan. You've heard that what's been going on in Japan, right?
Well, yeah, they're not having enough sex.
Well, it's not that they're not having enough sex, it's just they're not having a lot of babies.
Well, you need sex to make babies.
Yeah.
And they're not fucking each other enough. Well, it's true. Seriously.
But it's so weird with like, I don't know. Japan is
Ow!
just very strange. Not only is their suicide rate like very high, but also their freaking birth rate is like really low.
They have like that suicide forest or something, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
I think that's fucking creepy, man.
Yeah. There's this analyst talking about how it's basically because a lot of the morals in Japan are kind of out of place.
Yeah.
They're not bad people. It's not like I don't say it in that type of way. It's just like they're not like mentally they don't think like us. Like if they're on the train and they see somebody getting like beat up or something, they usually ignore it. Or like if you're crying in public, they see that as like very rude and like very I don't know how to explain it. It's just like crying in public is a no-no.
Yeah. It's like if you're gonna cry, you cry in your own time, bitch, not my time.
Yeah.
But no, man.
I guess the Japanese are just like very stern, serious people.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit. You know, it's like the Japanese dynasty back in like whenever it fucking was. You know, that shit was pretty strong. Like when they had the samurais and everything. You know, the rules were
Yeah,
extremely strict, man. Like
it's
seriously.
crazy. I don't know. I mean, I had a friend that went to Japan, and a lot of the people there get so surprised when they see a foreigner. Like it's not very common to them.
Yeah. Well, unless you go to Tokyo, then yeah.
Yeah, true.
Again.
Well, you see, I'm saying this, but I was born and raised in America, where America there's a bunch of minorities and people from all over the world, so I'm used to it. It's normal for me. I go outside, I see an African American, I see a white guy, I see
A blue
Spanish
guy,
person,
purple guy.
blue guy. I see all these people. I see somebody that's from the Middle East. It's normal to me, but like other countries, every time I hear non-binary, I hear otherkin. What is otherkin?
Non-binary, otherkin. Otherkin, that means you don't exist. You're a waste of oxygen. I'm only joking, by the way. Shit.
Oh,
But no,
I was
seriously.
about to say.
You know, fucking. It just pisses me off, man. And they bring out all these other genders. There's like 50 genders or something like that. It's like, okay,
Yeah,
so.
it's like in 2 more years, Spotify is gonna have male, female, non-binary, helicopter, jet
Apache.
fighter,
Jet fighter.
tank, train, car, dinosaur, giant computer monitor.
Giant computer monitor. I still think it's freaking stupid.
It is.
Yeah, I believe that everybody has a right to their own opinion and like beliefs, but when it becomes just absurd to the point where it's like just disbelief, you know.
Well, there's people that say, "Oh, let them be." We can't let them be because this is already becoming a part of our society. Like it's already affecting society. So, you know, people have to like stand up against that.
Well, it's not just like standing up against it. I know that we have to understand why they feel the need to be like, you know, I want to be special. You know, I identify as this. It's like, well, yeah, okay, so do you have periods? You know, if you're a female, like, you know, well, yeah, I have my periods, you know, whatever. Well, there we are then. You're a fucking woman. You know, it's. I don't understand how they can, like, neglect their actual physiology. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know,
Especially like
I don't know, man.
a lot of you see what it is that a lot of people now are sorry if this offends anybody, but they're just glorifying these mental illnesses because that's what it is.
Yeah, it is basically a mental illness. I agree with that.
If I'm pretty sure people have heard of gender dysphoria.
Uh, I haven't heard of that, so educate me.
It's basically when, let's say, you're a man and you think you're a woman, or when you're a woman and you think you're a man.
Oh, okay. So like a man's trapped inside a woman's body, or a woman's, vice versa, basically.
Yeah. Well, people don't understand that that is a classified, that is a known mental illness. That's classified as a mental illness. You go to get your degree for to be a psychiatrist or psychologist, and it's in there. It is a classified mental illness,
Okay.
and a lot of people now are basically not glorifying it, but like making it acceptable in our society.
Yeah.
I mean, they can do what they want. It's their body. It's just like it is a mental illness. That's why I don't know if I should be bringing this up, but like the suicide rate of trans people is actually the same or even worse than the suicide rate of
An average everyday
Jews.
person, you know.
No, it's higher now for trans people than it
Okay.
was for Jews under German rule.
Really?
Mm-hmm. So like, let's say the Jews was the suicide rate for them back then when they're in Nazi German rule was 46.1%.
Right.
For trans people today, it's like 47%.
Yeah.
Three genders, male, female.
I identify as a Pop-Tart.
Well, there's different flavors of Pop Tart, so that's very like.
Oh, well, that can be very controversial. Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah, paradoxal. How could you? I'm just not a Pop Tart. I'm a strawberry flavored Pop Tart. Thank you.
I'm a chocolate marshmallow fudge Pop-Tart.
Oh, I had those not so long ago. Those were good.
I'm
Especially
like,
with some like milk on the side.
I'm like the best Pop-Tart.
I know over here they had like root beer Pop Tarts, and I never tried them because it sounded like pretty gross.
I don't mind root beer. That's right.
No, I like root beer as a drink, but like not as a Pop Tart flavor.
Yeah.
You know, I never like thought about it, but I've never seen Mario without his mustache. I wonder how he looks like.
True. I've actually never thought about that. See,
Looks weird.
these are the life questions we need to be asking ourselves. These questions could topple governments.
Oh crap! No, what? Hey, let go of me!
Just starts pulling you away, like, find out where you are.
They found my prototype hydrogen-powered car that can like dismantle oil companies. They're looking for me.
I was watching this YouTube video, and there's like 3 guys that that Nikola Tesla's invention, where he uses like magnetic fields to create free energy just by pulling it out of the air.
Yeah.
And these guys, 3 people in America, right? I think, or thereabouts. So it was 3 people. I know that. And basically, they built these, prototypes, and they worked. They legitimately fucking worked. They produced energy from thin air. It wasn't even plugged in. You just flick a switch, and it would start generating power. It would just like, like that. Kinetic energy type of thing, where if you spin it, it'll spin for so long, but it'll keep producing that kinetic energy because it's spinning on.
Yeah, that's like a lot of people don't know this, but on lawnmowers, the reason they they turn on and they run and they keep the spark on the spark plug is because when you turn it on, there's a little what do you call it, alternator inside, and it keeps
Yeah,
spinning, and that's what gives the machine the spark for it to run.
that's what cars have as well. They have alternators inside them too.
Yeah, because they use the alternator for the spark plug because it's not gonna keep feeding energy off of the battery because that's batteries wouldn't last that long if it did.
He was like 5 minutes behind on the stream.
Yeah, YouTube does that. I hate that.
Yeah. But no, they invented these things, right? They legitimately fucking work, dude. I mean, they're producing energy just from thin air. And the government or like police or some shit raided this guy's house, the inventor. Oh, not the inventor, like the guy that made it. And they took all his work, all of his projects and everything.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? You know?
And it's like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think it's what it does is it basically takes the positive charged particles in the air and it converts it to electricity.
Well, it's not just that. You know, Earth has a magnetic field, right?
Yeah.
And basically that's what it does. It creates its own magnetic field in a way that uses the Earth's magnetic field to like pull the magnetic energy out of the air, like that, and it creates like a propulsion. Not propulsion. Fuck am I on about? Fuck, that's not spaceships, is it? It creates kinetic energy to rotate the device, and yeah, it's something like that. I'm probably fucking way wrong.
So it's basically like a magnetic generator.
Basically, yeah, and it produces free energy. It doesn't need any external third party, like like the laws of physics, where, well, not laws of physics,
Thermodynamics.
thermodynamics. Yeah, you need the equivalent of like two. It's like alchemy. You need like the worth, like double what it's worth or something like that, because you need to add it up to what is. It's like creating gold from like iron or something, but you need like 10 iron to create one gold ore, or something like that, but it's like that, and it's fucking weird, man. If I can find the video, I'll post it on Discord and you guys can watch it. It's really fucking interesting.
I know it's real. I know it's possible because Disney, although it's not the same principle, what Disney is doing is that they have this little project room, and in this room they have a small sphere. Well, it's not small. It's like the size of a bowling ball, and they have it right in the middle of the room. And so what that does is that they turn it on, and it can wirelessly charge anything in the room.
Okay, well that's not like unheard of, because Samsung is doing something similar, aren't they? Where you have like a charger, or Apple, I think, or something like that, and you have like these little pads on your desk, and you put it there, and you basically just put your phone on top of it, and then you have the charger in like the wall, the plug socket, and it charges wirelessly from thingy. So
yeah, Samsung's had that for like 3-4 years, maybe even longer.
it's a cool little invention, but I mean,
yeah, but it still has to make contact. But what Disney is doing is wirelessly. It doesn't have to touch the ball at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's just mind blowing that, like, could you imagine in the future you can just plug in like a small little male plug into a female plug with no wire, and it can power up 500 watts from like your computer or something. And I say 500 watts because I know later on in the future GPUs, CPUs, and RAM won't take that much TDW like how it does now. like right now, like the more powerful graphics card, every time they come out, they have a higher TDW. But I know there's gonna be a point where we're gonna make more efficient GPUs and CPUs to draw less power.
That's
So
true.
maybe like 5 years from now, like whatever Nvidia decides to name the Titan or the 1080, 5 years from now,
Well,
instead of taking like 200 TDW, it'll take like 50.
you've heard of Bitcoin, haven't you? I mean, everybody has.
Yeah, Bitcoins. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, what they used to do is they used to mine bitcoins on your computer, basically using your CPU at the start of it, and it used to take forever, right?
Yeah. Well,
Um, but with all that going on, they found out that, oh, hold on, we can use GPUs. And if you don't know what a GPU is, that's a graphics card. And um, basically, people would have like 7 or like 10 graphics cards, hooked
yeah,
up
in
to their
storage.
computer, because
But
the
they cuts their lives in half though,
oh
because it's
yeah,
always running.
but with all that going on, they found out that they could do it a little bit better when they brought out these machines called ant miners, I think, or something like that. And with these ant miners, they say ASCII or AC. No, oh wait, yeah, or ASIC, I think it's called. I can remember the actual technical term for it. It's something circuit. Um, but basically, these little boxes that you can buy, they're like $3,000, $2,500, something like that. And with these, they basically have processing um, power of like, I don't know, 1,700 uh, Titan XP cards, basically. You know, and with that going on, when you have that thing hooked up, uh, you can mine bitcoins. In a day, you could mine 20 something bitcoins, something like that. And now, bear in mind, right? One bitcoin, if you wanted to, like, sell it for actual real world currency, because bitcoins aren't centered around a world central bank. They basically are their own central bank. Everybody that's hooked up to Bitcoin network is part of the central Bitcoin bank. You are like a bank yourself.
Basically, for those who are watching, that means like Bitcoin. If you go to any other country and they accept Bitcoin, they accept it. It's not like how money is centralized to one government and one bank.
Yeah, exactly. You can, if certain stores have like a sticker on the window, like they accept PayPal or something or whatever, but it has Bitcoin, and you can purchase things with Bitcoins, like a chocolate bar or some shit or whatnot, and it's kind of cool, it's interesting, because one Bitcoin to the one British pound, not to the one British pound, one Bitcoin to the British pound equals to £2,100 worth for one Bitcoin if you wanted to sell it, and it's like, what, and I was watching this video on Facebook, and this dude, by the age of 18, he instantly became a millionaire because he was mining bitcoins, and it's fucking insane if you actually get the investment right, um,
Yeah.
because you have to invest at the right point, otherwise it's pointless, because you can earn up to about, say, I don't know, about £14,000 in like a year, maybe, or something, because it takes that long to mine that many
Yeah.
bitcoins to get that amount. But these machines you buy cost about, I don't know, £4,000, £5,000 if you want to get a decent setup. You made half of your investment there already, but you have to make sure that your investment is going to be worth it the second year, because if it's not going to be worth the second year, you've wasted your money.
Yeah.
You haven't made a profit. So it's like stock markets. You have to be very fucking careful where you put your money.
that's all it takes to get rich. I mean, it's much more, but it's usually luck and just being able to analyze what would happen in the future.
Well, yeah, you have to think ahead, you know, and I think it's kind of cool when they do that. You know, you have to be real careful on what you're doing.
Yeah.
But I've been thinking about doing bitcoins and stuff. I've looked pretty extensively into it. Um, it is a very complicated process to understand eventually when you get it, because
Oh,
yeah, go on.
one thing that is very smart that not a lot of people know this, but I actually do this is that my parents' credit cards, right? You get points from it, right? Or cashback.
Right.
If you get a credit card and it's 1 full year of no interest, what I do is I have $20 on me, right? I tell my mom, hey, I want to buy this for $20. Can I use your credit card? And then I give you the money, and then you can put that money into the credit card. You can pay it back. Sure. From that $20, I think you get like uh 200-300 points, which is like $1 or two. So like in a year, if you spend like 2 or 3 grand, depending on how much money you get in the credit card, that's basically getting like $500, like just free money.
Yeah. And that's basically what Bitcoin is. It's technically free money on like a very complicated scale because
Yeah, it's very complicated. But the beauty about it is that it's yours. You didn't get it in any like illegal way. You didn't like cheat or anything. It's
yeah,
just you properly got it, which is what I like about it. I don't like. I'm not a person that like. I can never rob a bank. I can never rob a person. I can't like get like if somebody got the new iPhone 8 in like 2 or 3 months when it's released, and I stole it and I sold it, I wouldn't feel right about myself, even though it's like a lot of money. You know, I rather get money modestly, which is why I do that with the credit card. Not saying that I would steal.
but I think we've all stole something.
Mm, I stole my girlfriend's heart.
Cheesy.
Oh my
But
god.
no, man. It's just crazy. I think my stream just caught up, or it just died. No, it's caught up.
Yeah, it's cut up now.
But no, man. I think it's kind of cool. You know how Bitcoin actually works. It's very interesting to get into it, but you have to be like really invested into it, you know. Otherwise, you know, you have to do extreme amounts of research on like the future and how it's going to affect you financially.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think now because I did watch quite a few videos on it and how they explained it to me. I didn't even understand it myself a little bit, you know, and they explained it simply. I don't know.
Oh, Evil is by himself in the mod channel.
Oh, is he? Hold on. Where is he?
Alright, I got him.
Good evening. Oh, never mind.
Oh, there we go.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hi.
You sound like Ashens for a moment there.
Yeah, I was
You must
kind of watching the stream. Didn't realise you put me in here.
Alright, Para, no worries, dude. Like I said, man, if I can fix this signal thing going on right now, I'll definitely try and get working on that because I really want to improve my signal. Yeah, but that Bitcoin business, man, is really fucking cool.
So Evil, how's the saving up for that computer going?
I found up spending most of my money. I need to find work soon.
Go
That's the
work.
thing.
Is there like a brothel that you can like find nearby?
Come on, man.
Ken will pay for that.
I'll pay for it.
I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 78 cents.
Hold on. Let's see how much I got. Hold on. I have 5p. There we go. That'll do, right? What'll that get me?
Nothing.
Feck!
What do you mean nothing? What about my 75 cents?
25 cents. Still nothing. If it's under a buck.
What does a full dollar get me?
Tickling your balls.
Come on, sell yourself, man. That's what you're supposed to do in a brothel. Come on.
Yeah, it's the oldest business.
Now you gotta sell yourself. You know?
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything else.
I don't blame you.
I'm just digging myself a deeper grave.
Yes, you are. Need titanium. Fuck's sake. Titanium. Titanum. Oh god, I need durasteel for that. Oh jeez.
Titanium.
Titanium. Titanium.
Have you heard
Titanium.
about that one? It's like a feminist article
God.
writer. I forgot what website she's on, but she basically called both her kids potential rapists.
What?
And one of them has severe depression. Like, it's really messed up. Ben
That
Shapiro
is-
was talking about it.
It's fucked up, man.
They
Some
really-
women really don't deserve to have children. Like, seriously.
they don't. Like, could you imagine you're like super depressed, right? And not only is your mother a feminist that clearly despises men, no matter if they're family,
Well,
but she also goes out in public and basically calls you a potential rapist.
fucking, I was reading, this article, and basically, this woman went into Morrison's or Tesco's or something like that. It was, and basically, yeah, she went into the clothes aisle and found that it's like. Your little princess or something, or I'm a princess or some shit like that, or something along those lines on the t-shirt. And she went to go and see the manager and said, what, this is not acceptable. What is this? I was like, wait, what? Are you being serious or are you messing about? And fucking I just couldn't believe it, dude. And she was going off on one and everything, blah blah blah, when I was reading it, and fucking, I'm trying to think what she said now.
What, she found it offensive because it said my little princess, or?
Yeah, it's like saying that it's sexualizing 5 to 7-year-old clothing. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
It's just a princess. It just says I'm a princess.
It's like 5 to 7-year-old, girls, right? When they're that age, they have the fantasies of wanting to be a fucking princess, which is it's purely fucking fantasy, fairy tales, And then it's like saying, that they don't want that type of stuff in the clothing aisles and everything, blah blah blah. And it's like, oh, don't fucking get your clothes from there, then go somewhere else. Like, you know what I mean? Oh no, but I like this store. Well, fuck you. I'm sorry, but go somewhere else, because I ain't gonna change my stock just for one person. You know?
I've noticed that these SJWs, feminists, all these like groups popping out, their fashion is so strange because they don't like wearing shirts that says like, oh, daddy's little princess, or oh, maybe that's what it said. Maybe that's what she said. It was like sexual, daddy's little princess.
Well, that's not very sexual, is it? I mean,
Yeah, it's not.
Oh, it isn't.
But since a lot of people are using daddy as like, you know, girls now, which is like so dumb.
the funny thing is, right? Somebody commented on it and saying, you know, it's like you're on about that. You got the sexualization of, uh, you know, how people are like being sexist and shit and everything, blah blah blah, and you think that, you know, kids are being sexist or something like that, as along those lines. I'm trying to remember the exact wording, but it was around those lines, and basically the gist of it is that the reason why certain people are like, you know, like teens or kids or something are like, you know, really, you know, offended, shall we say, about having clothing, you know, like that and everything, because it's the parents, you know.
Yeah, it's the parents.
And
Exactly.
if the parents find it, you know, offensive and they don't like it and everything, then they'll teach their children not to like it. And of course, children at a young age are like sponges. You know, they'll soak up any information. You know, you're the parent and you're supposed to teach the child right from wrong and how to, you know, behave in normal society. You know? And then they do shit like that, and it's just like, well, that's clearly not good fucking parenting, is it? You know, for a start.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, like, but you may have your own opinion like that, but your child is not meant to understand, you know, that level of.
Yeah, there's a certain age where you get to talk to your children about things that they should and shouldn't do. But there's also a point where you gotta give them space for them to make decisions for themselves of what's good and what's bad.
Yeah, exactly. You know, your opinion and your, um, you know, fucking religion or whatever, you know, to yourself, that's fine. That's your thing. You know, you keep that to yourself. That's perfectly fine. You can tell other people about it, you know, whatever. Just don't force it on your children, you know, or
Exactly.
anybody for that matter, because it's just, it's absurd. You know what I mean? It's up to them. You know, there's something called free will, you know?
Yeah. See, but a mistake that a lot of people now are doing is that they grew up with their parents pressuring them into religion, and then they grow up and let's say their children are interested in a religion, and they're getting old enough to where they can make decisions for themselves. They'll do the same thing that their parents would do. Because I have a
Exactly.
friend that he was looking to become uh, Muslim, was it? But his parents were pushing him away from that, even though that's something that he wanted to do. Keep in mind, he's 20 years old.
Yeah, that's it. That's just stupid, man. You know, they're trying to like sway him away from that.
Yeah, like he spends time with his uncle. His uncle's, I've like stepped over his house when we were younger, and his uncle will always come over, and he's like really cool and stuff. So, he kind of like that's kind of his role model. He's a really cool dude. He owns like two businesses up in New York City and everything. So he kind of wants to like follow in his steps and be successful. And his parents, since the mom doesn't like him, um, she tries to like push him away from him.
That's just silly.
It is like I like it's like I was telling my friend. It doesn't matter if you're a religious person or not. It's not the religion or the thing that you don't believe in anything. It's just humans are stubborn and they want to make decisions for other humans because they're not happy with how their life comes out. So they try to dictate other people's lives
Maybe I
to
look.
see them happy.
Paradox was saying, I feel like they should be eased into it. Then when they reach around 12ish, they should be told some more stuff, as that is when I was taught and more exposed. Though I wasn't, though it wasn't by choice, I learned at 11. You know,
Yeah.
and that's the thing. You know, you should like tell them about it. You know, it's like, well, you know, this is this, blah 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 blah. And then like when they become like 12 or you know near enough almost teenager, you know,
Yeah, like preteen.
and then you can explain to them in depth because they have a better understanding, because by that time when they're around about like 13, 14, they're already in like was it when's like the youngest you can be in high school?
13?
13, is it? Well, there we
12?
are, you know. You're already in high school, but over here in the UK, you have to be. I think it's like 10 or 11 or something like that in the
Oh
EU.
wow.
Uh,
You know, comprehensive. You have to be 11, then, you know, like something
Oh
like that,
wait, you
right?
said middle school, right? Or high school?
Middle school is basically we have like a primary school, which is school after nursery, and
Yeah,
then
because over here we have pre-K, then we have kindergarten to fifth grade. From fifth grade we got eight to no, from fifth grade we got sixth to eighth, and then we have high school at ninth to 12th.
okay, well we have um nursery, primary, and then we have secondary, and basically after that then once you've done your secondary you can either go to college or university. It's up to you.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, basically the same over here.
but even then, yeah, they don't teach you shit over here. Like, I'm not even fucking
no, they
kidding.
don't.
They really don't do. It's so bad, the education system over here. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
for the same.
actually useful.
For the last for when I went to high school, what I learned in ninth grade is what I graduated with. Basically, what I learned in ninth grade was basically all I learned, which wasn't much.
You know,
Everything that I know personally, I've taught myself through the internet and making sure that everything that I was reading and studying was correct. Because I've noticed that a lot of textbooks that, you, at least for the American education system, our curriculum, some of the things implemented into our books are sometimes swayed and a bit wrong.
yeah, it's like that over here, dude. You know, they don't update like the books or something. You know, it's like 10 years ago, that's what the correct answer would have been. You know, and then over time, then it's like this changed like 4 or 5 different times. But you're learning that, and then you got someone in that like specific topic, for instance, in like after schooling, and it's like, no, dude, that's wrong. It's like, no, it's not. That's what they taught me in school. So
Yeah,
you're basically telling me that the teacher's wrong
that's
then.
like that's like when I was in sixth or seventh grade. It was in seventh grade. Our history books on the map, it didn't say Russia. It said the USSR.
Oh wow.
So yeah, um, for whoever is watching right now, we're not telling you like just quit school and teach yourself. No, it's just like be aware, keep going to school, graduate. That's good.
Well,
Having a diploma is an accomplishment that you want in your life. So just be
homeschooling,
careful.
you know, isn't as bad as everybody makes it out, because with homeschooling, you can get like a way better education, believe me, because you actually
Yeah, you
get the
can.
true sources of.
The only thing that's bad about homeschooling is that you don't socialize that
Yeah,
much, and that's
exactly.
something that a lot of children need. They need to
Yeah,
socialize.
you don't get the social aspect of it, and then it becomes an issue, you know.
Yeah, but I say that you can take them to the park. You can have them make friends. Over here in the United States, when you homeschool, you can homeschool under like a public school. And so what you can do is you can like talk to one of the teachers that like keeps up with the homeschooling and be like, hey, do you think we can like all the children that are homeschooling, do you think we can like one day go to the park or maybe have a field trip to like Disneyland so they can make friends and and socialize? Because you can do that over here.
Can't do that over here.
Yeah, you get fucking
Huh?
shanked in the park or something. Not even kidding, dude. Fucking dangerous to live over here.
Oh my
The
god.
acid attacks and all that now.
Yeah, I've heard that you can
Makes
get
no
like a life
sense.
sentence now for, and they're regulating who can buy like acids and stuff like that.
Yeah, all that bollocks, yeah.
So
Fucking.
they could either use what's it called? No, technically you could use thermite if you light it.
Well, you can
Yeah,
make thermite. You know, there's a there's a fucking wiki page on Wikipedia how to make thermite.
yeah. It's fairly easy. It's just steel wool and uh
Fucking rust,
something
basically.
oxide. Yeah, rust. Yeah, it's rust.
Iron
Because
oxide.
fine, like very fine powders have a tendency to ignite much faster because of all the air in between them. That's like when I was in seventh grade, and I don't advise you do this. We were making little clay pots, and what I did was I took my clay, and I was like, I don't know what I was thinking that day. I took it and I basically I made it hollow inside, and then I just like made it look like a little statue on the outside. So it's just like a statue, and it was hollow inside, and it was all closed up. So when they put it into the oven to bake it, it basically exploded and like fucked up all the other things.
It's pestering me to let her out, so I'll be right back, guys.
Right.
All right, man.
But nah, man, that's I don't know, dude. I'm just so fucking irritated with certain things. Like, you know, they don't teach people the correct terms or like the right real way of like they don't teach you like you know mortgages, for instance. You know, that's not an important part of your life. You know, you're supposed to be learning this. You know, something that happened like fucking 2,000 years ago. It's like, dude,
Well,
seriously, I understand that we gotta learn the past and everything, but is it useful for me for getting a mortgage, a car? No. Why am I learning it then?
exactly.
You know?
Uh, it depends on which field, like which career you decide to go to. Like, could you imagine if the schools, like if our education systems around the world were centered on you going to elementary school until you're like 10,
Yeah.
and then around 12 they ask you, all right, what do you want to be when you grow up? Like, you have an idea, like what things do you want to learn? Oh, I want to be a banker. So they teach you about what you need to become a banker
Well,
to get a
accounting,
head start.
essentially. You know?
Yeah,
Maths and shit.
yeah. But no, we have to learn a little bit of about everything. What it does is it basically messes us up.
I just fucking hate it, dude.
Yeah.
You know, they just don't. You know, they teach us the basics, right? And once we know the basics like English, maths, science, and a little bit of history and religious education here and there, you know, they basically, um, you know, do that, and then they throw you out. There you are. You know, the world is yours. You can do what you want. You can either go to college or get a job. You know, have fun. You know, ain't my fucking problem. And you know, even if you go to college, it's still a waste of time. Like legitimately, it's a waste of time, right? Because I wanted to work as a car mechanic, right? I wanted to work on cars because I already had an idea of how cars worked and everything when I was doing my schooling instead of going to college first afterwards.
Yeah.
and basically I had a couple of previous jobs cash in hand while I was in college anyway, and you know it was fun, you know, and I was actually learning something for a change, so I was actually working there. But when I was in college and everything, and they told us this and that, it's like, yeah, you know, you can get a job after this. Like, you know, I mean, you got the certificate and everything. I didn't get a job. You know, I spent the next, I don't know, year and a half, you know, trying to find a legitimate job. Didn't work.
Yeah, that's my girlfriend. She's studying to be basically a baker, right?
Yeah.
And she's externship before she can graduate. You know what the college is telling her?
No idea.
Oh, do whatever you can. Keep in mind that me and my girlfriend, I make money sometimes because I fix computers or I help out, I cut lawns. I can't get a job. I can't get a proper job, so I do little things here and there. And that's how I afford most of the things that I have with help from my parents. She, it's just her brother, and her mother. They don't have a lot of money. And the college doesn't understand that. So when she goes up to them and says, "Look, my mom works from 3 to 8, right? I don't have a license, I don't have a car, I don't have money, and all the jobs that are available to me are like an hour, 2 hours away." You know what they tell her? "Oh, do whatever you can to make it possible."
Amazing. DC Gamer, welcome to the stream, dude. But we're not playing with subs right now. Sorry to say. Maybe some other time though.
We can have like a little event, I guess.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Game it is.
hmm.
Yeah, like a poll
Game
to
is.
see what game that we can all play with the subs.
Well, we could play some Starbound. I mean, that's pretty cool. But could do a multiplayer game, like a MMO type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, that way we get more people in on it, so it's
Yeah.
fair. You know, instead of like first come first serve.
Yeah. That's like they're telling me that I need a job, and like how I just said, due to medical conditions, I can't get a job. So they're postponing my graduation until I get a job.
Really?
Mhm.
So you can't graduate until you get a job.
Yeah, which I can't.
Fucking
I've
bullshit. Man.
applied for jobs, and they look at my records and they say, "Oh well, you have this condition. We don't want anything going bad, so we can't hire you. We're sorry." Or they just don't reply back, which I already know it's gonna be the same thing.
Yeah. Now the funny thing is, right? You're on about they don't reply back, right? Over here, they don't even bother, dude. Right? You can give them your CV and everything, and they don't fucking say anything. They legitimately don't say, "Okay, you know, sorry, we don't need you. We found somebody else," you know. And I totally understand if they said that to me, you know. But they don't fucking say anything, and that's the bit that really pisses me off, you know. And oh man, it's stupid because I'm sitting there, right? You know, for all that time, right? Where I think that I may get the job, right? And then I stick the application in and everything, and it's like, okay, right then. Now I'm gonna sit here and wait, you know, because if I that's my desired job, for instance, right? The first one is my really desired job I really want. So then I put another application out, for like 3 other jobs, and I can guarantee you that one of those jobs, right, will tell me, sorry, we don't need you. The rest of them won't even bother. That is legitimately what it's like over here. They don't give a fuck. And that's why.
Yeah.
Hmm?
And then people ask, "Oh, why don't you have a job?" People think it's easy when it's not.
That's a waste of my fucking time. That's what it is.
Isn't.
really isn't.
Wow.
Especially when you come from, my standing, where they don't want to hire you because, oh, you're sick. They're scared that if anything happens, well, okay, let me say this better. They're not scared if something happens to you. They're scared that if they overwork you and something happens to you, that you'll turn around and sue them. That's why they won't hire me. That's how it is over here in America.
Well, put it this way, because I got a couple of mental health issues, right? They won't even bother hiring me because, they think that just because I suffer with depression and anxiety, they're like, well, why the fuck did you even bother to apply? Well, because I don't want to be a burden on the fucking, government system. I can't be asked to sit there and just say, yeah, give me the money. I don't give a fuck. I don't want to be sitting here and doing nothing and just, playing games all day. Even though that's fun to do, but it gets a little bit boring. I mean, seriously, you can sit here and play and play and play and play, and then you sit there and you think, why am I doing this? And then you start to have like an existential crisis, like, fuck, what if this is going to be my life? That I'm just going to be sitting here for the rest of my life not doing anything with it. I'm 20 years of age now, right? And I don't want to sit here all fucking day, but I got no choice. I've tried taking medication, that is supplied supplied to me by the doctors, and they make me worse. They legitimately make me worse. And if anything, right, and if you're suffering with depression, don't take the medication. Like, seriously, sometimes, very rarely, it does fix the problem. But that's a very rare case. Because about 9 out of 10 times, it fucks you up even more. Like, legitimately, it really fucks you up even more. Because there's a story. There's a doctor's surgery down that way. Next village over. And basically, the doctor that was there, a guy came in and he said, look, I'm feeling really depressed. I need help because I feel like I'm going to go and kill myself. And basically the doctor said, oh, you're fine. Just go for a walk. He went for a walk. He hanged himself. Like, legitimately, he hanged himself that same day. And that's the health system. The doctor that you trust, right? To help you fix yourself. That's what a doctor is for. To help you get yourself back into working order. Not to fucking say, you're right, man, don't worry about it. I get paid. I don't give a fuck. And then the funny thing in that is the second time then, right, that this same doctor, right, this man, elderly man now, living in the area, and he said, look, I need you to come to my house because I can't walk far and I'm having really bad heart problems right now. And I'm scared, to do whatever. He didn't give a fuck. He wanted him, the elderly man, to walk to the surgery, right? Well, we call it surgery, but it's a doctor's practice area. So, go there and to speak to him. When he was in the waiting room, because he actually made it to the doctors, but when he was in the waiting room, he had a heart attack. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And the funny thing is, he's still got his doctor's license.
What?
Yeah, I'm not even kidding, dude. He's still working down there. He actually had the cheek to go buy that doctor's place. So nobody can tell him what to do, really. Unless he does something, like, super ridiculous and then he gets his medical license revoked. But, like, seriously. It's absurd, dude. It is absolutely absurd because people treat mental illness like depression, anxiety, or ADHD, or bipolar, or anything like that as a joke. Because you can't see it, I don't believe it.
Exactly.
It's like, have you seen a unicorn? No. Then I don't see your illness. It's... Oh, man. It really fucking pisses me off. You know?
I have Stratetta, I have Prozac, I have Adderall, Xanax, and I don't take any of it. And you guys know me, and I get on here, and if you guys need help, I try to help. I try to be happy, and I realize that it's not the same for everyone. If your medication helps you with your depression or anxiety or whatever's going on in your life, you take it. If it helps, if it legitimately helps you, take it. But if you feel like it doesn't help, step away from the medication, throw it out, do whatever with it. That's what I did. I took my Prozac, Xanax, and my Adderall, and I flushed it down the toilet. Ever since then, I've been happy.
Yeah, it's the same with
I don't know
me.
if
Because I
yeah,
took my antidepressants for quite a while. I took them for about 8 months, I think, 6 months.
yeah.
Um,
And what's really bad about, at least from my experience, what I really hated about the antidepressants is that when you take it, you go from sad and you don't get happy. You go from sad to neutral. Like you don't feel anything. You're just walking around like if you were a cadaver.
yep.
That's all it does. It makes it makes people happy because it makes them numb. But to some people, we don't want to feel numb to be happy. We want to be happy to feel happy.
Exactly, paradoxically. I mean, they think they know what's best for, like, depression, but they don't have a fucking clue. They really don't. You know, and it's stupid, man. You know, by now they should have an idea of, like, what it is, you know,
Yeah,
and how to, like, get rid of it. Because antidepressants is basically a mood stabilizer. That's all it is, you know, and it like stabilizes your mood to the point where, like Tank just said, it just neutralizes it. It's just neutral. There's like no happy, there's no sad. You just feel numb, you know, and then that mixed with depression is not good because if with depression, the best way to describe it is you're in a dark hole that keeps sinking and you can't get out. That is legitimately how it feels every single day you wake up. Right? Now, that's how it feels for me. I feel like I'm just, falling all the time.
yeah,
In my head. I can't get out because I feel angry, depressed, and just I just don't feel happy in myself because I feel like I'm fucking up all the time. I don't feel good enough. And every time, like, I do something like creative, right? Something like this, you know. And say I draw something, a simple drawing. I don't like it. I legitimately fucking hate it, right? But to other people, it looks awesome because it's good to them. They think that I have talent, right, in a certain thing. I don't see it. I just see it as just a piece of shit that I just doodled, you know? And that's how depression basically is. You just feel like you're a burden to society. You don't feel good enough in any aspect of life.
yeah.
And that's what you feel like every day, you know?
Yeah. And the bad thing about depression is that depression is actually a gateway to other mental illnesses.
Well, yeah. You're home? Where the fuck did you go? I didn't know you. Did you go out finally? Did you cave in and actually go out? Because she was saying to me, "Oh yeah, I can't be asked to go out and everything," and I think she went out. So,
Yeah.
welcome to
Just like
the sporadic park out of 2 flew Jurassic Parks. People cried the
I
world this
went
much.
today. I cleaned my bunnies' cages. I let them out. They're out right now. They're like walking around the house and everything. I took a nice warm shower. I shaved. I did my hair. I was feeling good about myself. I got dressed and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out today. And then I was like, it just hit me, like out of nowhere. And that's like one of the worst things is when it like hits you out of nowhere. Like you're just happy as you can be, and then boom.
Yep, that's basically how it is, you know. And you know, people think that it's just a thing that happens, you know what I mean? But to me, you know, say I went in the shower, right? And anybody that goes in the shower and whatnot, you know, they feel refreshed. You know, they feel, you know, rejuvenated, you know? And they don't feel tired, they don't feel exhausted or anything. You know, they're pretty happy with themselves. You know, they want to go and chill out now and then and watch a bit of TV or go out, you know? Now, for me, if I went in the shower, right, I do feel refreshed when I'm in the shower, but when I get out of the shower and I'm drying myself off, I feel absolutely fucking exhausted. I legitimately feel like I've been running on a 10-mile run. I feel fucked. You know? I feel
Yeah,
generally really tired. And it's such a simple task, yet I feel tired. You know? And I can't even imagine what it's like for you, Tank. I can't even imagine. You know, because I know you have your other issues, dude, and you know what I mean, that must really take a toll on it, like, you know?
well, what I like to do is that I take what's going on with me in my life, like like I previously stated, I have a muscle condition, and at first it sounds bad, and it is kind of bad, but it's not that bad because it's non-progressive. I I'm standing here, or I'm sitting down right now, but like I can be standing, walking around, go for like a small jog. I can't jog as like for as long as other people can, but I can go out and jog and come back and take it, nice and slow. Um, but I can't, do things like most people can. But it's non-progressive. So what I do today, I can be doing 20, 30 years from now. I'll still be walking and stuff. It's just it's complicated to say how it affects me, but I like to use it to like talk to other people. Like when other people have issues, I talk to them and I'm like, oh yeah, I can't say I understand completely how you feel, but I can kind of understand from like what you're coming from.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like Silent was saying, you know, I could live in my shower, dude. You know, I could
Yep,
stay in my shower all day, you know?
same.
If I didn't have to get out and I wouldn't, like, turn out to be like a, 400-year-old man when I come out, you know? Like, all
Yeah.
wrinkly and shit. But,
So
yeah.
that's basically what I like to do. I basically use what I've been through and what I'm going through to try to cheer people up. I don't basically what I'm doing is like I don't let it define me. If the doctor says I have a condition, I have my muscle condition, I acknowledge it, but I don't let it define me. I don't lay down on my bed complaining all day and letting other people do stuff for me. So
She's checking up the chat. Quick, delete it!
oh my god.
But no, I perfectly understand where you're coming from, man. Because that's what people understand it as, is like, you know, like, fucking, oh yeah, you're depressed here, so you feel like, oh yeah, I want to kill myself every day, I want to fucking, just die, I just sit in bed all day complaining how sad I am, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, no. That's like only, like, well, 5, maybe even less percent of the time, you know? Where you just want to sit in bed and sleep all day, you know? And that's basically not even it, you know? I sleep a lot because I don't want to get out of my bed, I'd rather stay in bed because there's an actual condition for that as well. I can remember it's called, but you can, if you prefer to stay in bed all the time, right? Because you feel it, right? Okay. Let me put it into perspective, right? Now, a normal person, right? If you can, there's no such thing as normal, but we'll go with normal. An average everyday person, shall we say, can go to bed at, I don't know, 9 p.m. and then wake up around about 7 a.m. They've had plenty of sleep to feel refreshed, rejuvenated, and ready for work. If I go to bed at 9 p.m. and I wake up at 7 a.m., I feel like I haven't slept. I legitimately feel like I have not slept. You know? And I hate that, dude, you know, when they say, oh yeah, you know, you should feel refreshed. Well, I know I should feel fucking refreshed, but I don't. You know? It's like, fuck, you don't need to tell me twice.
Oh my god.
That's quite amusing. Shut up, I want to see Mars and Queen on Jerry.
Jerry Springer. You guys know that show, right?
What?
Jerry Springer. Where, it's like if you're having relationship problems, you take it to him and you basically talk about it.
Well, you need to see Dr. Phil.
It's kind of like Dr. Phil, but Jerry is just on a whole nother level. Like, there's like, I remember this one episode where like this gay midget was going out with like this guy who didn't have any limbs, and he was cheating on him with another guy that didn't have any limbs. And so
I shouldn't laugh. I shouldn't laugh. Oh man, oh god, that's bad. Oh fuck, it's great. Still waiting for the wedding invite from Mars. Well, you could be waiting a long time. Teddy bear. Poof.
Who's the bride and who's the groom?
Well, I'm the bride, she's the groom. Definitely. She's the man in this relationship. Probably gonna get a slap the next time she sees me. I don't mind. It's worth it.
Well, she'll probably just castrate me.
Probably. She needs my balls, so she can't castrate me.
There we go. I completely forgot what I was talking about.
I don't even know anymore, dude.
Oh yeah, well, the Jerry Springer thing. Yeah, so these two like completely limbless like gay guys got into a fight over some midget. Like it's Jerry Springer is just a crazy show.
So by delegation, I'm the bride. Delegation. Stop using big words, honey.
She's all superstitious, riding on the...
Motherfucker. Fuck's sake.
Oh, honey, dun, 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 dun. Oh, sugar,
Sugar, da 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 dun dun. You are my candy girl. I'll stop singing now. I'll stop making your ears bleed.
Oh my god. so funny how that's sung by the Archies.
Ah, fuck off!
Leave your eyes. 5,000,000 fireflies light up the room. Oh,
Oh, fuck's sake. Alright, I'm gonna go back, because
it's
that's...
funny how we were talking about depression and all that stuff when the lead singer from Linkin Park recently passed away because of that.
Yeah. You know, some people are saying that he's pathetic for leaving, you know, 6 kids behind and everything.
Yeah.
And I was like, are you serious right now? Are you fucking real? You know? So are you saying that Robin Williams is pathetic because he killed himself too? Are you saying that River Phoenix was pathetic because he killed himself? You know? I
mean,
know
would
that is
say-
controversial.
I would say Kurt. Yeah, I would say Kurt Cobain, but
Yeah, that's
I don't
still...
think he killed himself.
Yeah, that's still a bit of a thing. I think it was his girlfriend, man, or his wife, or whatever the fuck she
Yeah.
was.
Courtney.
Yeah, that little bitch.
Ugh.
It was a bit obvious, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't know.
Fuck's sake.
And then his buddy that died not so long ago. I forgot his name. I keep forgetting his name. But yeah. Oh, I just realized it's not funny because I said it's funny. We were talking about depression, and then the lead singer of Linkin Park did that not so long ago. I meant it like it's a weird coincidence.
Well, I think they know what you meant to. It's fine. You know, you're not gonna get your arse tans here out.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying it just in case. I don't want anybody to like misunderstand or take it out of context. Since it's so easy to do that these days.
Yeah, what it is 2017, dude. Yeah. It's like that video on Facebook, you know, it's like sticks and stones may break my bones, but there's always something that will offend a feminist.
You sound like Scar when you said that.
What if I am?
Scar and
Scarception.
King are the same person. It's just a split personality, and he can like talk.
Scarption.
2 voices at a time.
Scarception. Scarption. Scarption. I don't know.
I just started off in my game. I'm still trying to learn everything.
Hey, you can jump in my game if you want, dude.
I need to get a proper feel for the game first.
Well, I can
Before I
teach you.
really start, Jeb.
I can teach you.
Be gentle.
I'll be gentle. Don't worry. Fuck. Feels so good to be home. Nice, nice. What are you giggling at? Bunch of girls that you are.
Oh, so should I just start wearing a dress all the time then?
What
Wait.
ended in 1896, 1895?
Fuck you guys talking about?
The Teletubbies had babies.
Oh, fuck. Gee, what was it? Poe, wasn't it? The red fucking Teletubby turned out to be a fucking lesbian porn star.
Yeah. She said in her thing when they commented about it, she was like, "Oh, I'm just experiencing new things and
Experiencing,
go out
eh?
into the world more."
It's funny as fuck, dude. Oh, let me stretch out a little bit.
Server address. Server account. Server password.
LSD causes users to lose weight. Obviously, you can't eat when a dragon is guarding the fridge.
Obviously, 'cause that's great. I like that. It's great for losing carbs, man. Losing weight. Well, of course it is. Fucking the hulking dolphin on the dragon over there. Fuck.
Sorry, my doctor said that I have an intolerance to gluten, so is this LSD gluten free?
Yeah, there's Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Poe. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say that joke.
Oh my god, you named your character Bruno.
Yeah.
Bruna.
My name is Bruno.
I thought something random.
Have you seen that actual movie by Sacha Baron Cohen? I think his name is, or Baron Cohen. Fucking Bruno, where he gets that little black baby, and he's on that TV fucking talk show, and it's like, oh, how did you get the child, the baby, and it's like I swapped him for an iPod. It's like, what? You swapped him for an iPod? I was like, what the fuck, man? Says it on national TV, and they're all like, oh, what? And I was like, yeah, I swapped him for my iPod. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? You fucker. Potato.
No, I think my favorite part of that movie is where he gets on the exercise machine, and he's like using it, and then it like zooms out, and there's like a long pole with a dildo on the end.
Yeah. I remember that. Oh man. Oh fuck. I gotta watch Bruno again. It's so funny.
Oh. That was such a weird movie. And the
Man, it was
dictator.
Bruno. Oh, it's a dictator. Oh jeez. Oh, excuse me.
And a bit of lag.
Oh my god!
Break.
I remember when I used to I used to ride the bus, and I would like put in my headphones, but I wouldn't listen to music because I sat next to this guy that I didn't like. So I was like, I would put on my headphones and like see if people would talk shit about me.
Oh really? And did they?
Yeah,
Oh wow.
I knew it.
Wow.
I
Talking
can
shit.
punch it down,
What a bunch of assholes.
right? Like right next to me as well. Like I didn't do it randomly. I just like, you know when you get that feeling.
I get that feeling.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
So I did that, and then like one day I caught him, and I just took off my headphones and looked at him, and then he just like looked at me and like silently got up and sat next to his friend.
What an asshat. Whoa, what? I already put one down. I didn't buy two, did I? I'll do two hatch from one. That's weird.
Where are you?
Where am I? Your name is Bruno, right?
Bruno, yeah.
There you go, you should be able to teleport to me.
Like a little pansy.
I was gonna do something, what was I gonna do?
Ooh.
That's right, I was gonna build little houses for people. I can have a shave, man. Fuck.
I went to just like quick little stories. I went to my friend's house one day and he was smoking weed and we were in the backyard and we were having a good time, making jokes, laughing, and this squirrel comes out of nowhere and he had like the weed out because he just grinded it. So the squirrel took like half of the weed. And the next morning when I was like packing up to go back home, I see that I see a squirrel on the tree, and it's just like staring like onto the street. And I was like, "No, do you think that's the same squirrel from yesterday?" And he's like, "No, I don't think that's the same squirrel." So like I went up to it and I put my hand like next to the squirrel, and it just fucking looked at it. It was
Just looks at it. Like, whoa.
like, whoa, why the fuck don't I? What? Whoa, I don't have those. Mine are different.
Just looking at it. Like, I don't have those, man. What the fuck?
My friend wanted to catch it. Like, he could have probably, but they're both fucking high, so they're like running at like 0.5 miles per hour.
Yeah, it's my signal at the moment, but don't worry about it. I'm trying to fix it. I was going to go and build some houses, yeah.
Okay, this enemy is not attacking me. He's just standing right next to me.
Like, is it like a guy wearing a backpack?
No, it's like a little dinosaur thing. He's just walking right up next to me.
Oh, is it really small? Some NPCs are good.
Yeah, is it daytime?
Hey. Oh, there you are. Ooh,
Huh, that's
where
strange.
you are.
Huh.
Idiot.
I'm gonna steal your wood.
I got no wood. Come on. Be a noob again.
There's a short sword in here.
Oh, I've got a short sword.
Fuck you then. Well, that's a broad sword, you know, it's very broad.
How broad it is.
Wow. So Riley G. Dennis, if it rings a bell, he was the guy that was going around Santa Monica Pier on a YouTube video titled "Men Are Sexist Because They Don't Like Transgender Women," and he was complaining about it. He writes on Twitter, "My argument, maybe your preference for women with vaginas over women with penises is to some degree influenced by our sexist society." Does that make sense? So he or it or she, whatever it wants to be called, is saying, it's basically saying that our preference is decided by society.
Okay. If if that's how it is, then well, I don't know what happened in my society then. Yeah, the start of my like society, like seriously. Mm-hmm.
You get these 20 core fragments. Ooh.
Oh, you find those on the ground. It's like they look like little crystals.
Underground, this way.
On the ground. Wait,
Isn't too
I'm
sure.
gonna do something that I haven't done in a while.
Yeah, it's Dawn Guard, right?
No. Into the motherland.
Oh, no.
Army march.
It is.
Hold on, I'll be back.
Ah.
Oop, wrong button. Hold on. Oh, fuck. There we go.
Ah, what the hell?
Yeah, fucking bat. It's fine now, babe.
Sort out.
You just have to
You've already
keep
got
going
it.
back out and then come back in when it happens. Okay. You got me? You're fine.
Today.
Here's what killed you. Hey Spot Master, welcome to the stream, dude.
Takes you seconds, it takes me about a minute.
Actually, I need to go up a tiny bit.
You have a weapon? Gun.
Yeah, I got a gun, yeah, but hold on, let me do something. See that up there. And then do...
It's me.
There we go. Pick up those red fragments over there.
So,
There's a gun here. There's a pistol in the top box.
oh,
Oh man. Ah.
should make things a lot easier. Indeed, indeed.
Ha.
So,
Yeah, the hammers are shit, dude. They're really slow. I'm not even kidding.
slow, but
They may look like they do a lot of damage, They're really slow.
Again.
What's up, Buttercup?
Yeah, just untangling my mouse.
What's that? A sassy beret! I'll give that to you now. You can be my sassy little manservant. Be like, oui, monsieur.
Missed.
Oui, monsieur. Et mademoiselle. Purple tattoo tomorrow. Oh, that's nice. Where are you? I see you. Oh, I didn't go up. Yes, I did.
Nothing.
Yeah, I cleared them. Sorry. I'm a massive folder. I know, I'm bad. Forgive me.
First come, first serve.
Nah. I'll make you some
That's
stuff when we get back to the base. I'll give you a little head start.
Yes, that would be a great help.
Oh, there's another sword here.
Broadsword.
Broadsword. Ah! Shagger. Stab, stab, stab.
Debbie. Is that so? This one?
Ah! Motherfucker. It's a little dagger in that little box at the bottom. Ow.
Keep finding health packs and that. What's that?
They're easy to make, dude.
Throwing darts. Ooh.
I'll blow you in a minute. Means I have to get up early though. Ah, boo-hoo, sweetheart. Ah, she has to get up early to get a tattoo. Like, seriously.
Getting up early.
Yeah, she gotta get up early to go for the tattoo. And she's like, oh, but I gotta get up early and everything. And I'm like, boo-hoo. I'm such a loving boyfriend. I almost died at it. I stretched furiously. I've almost been streaming for 3 hours. I might end the stream in a minute.
Yes. Good.
Excuse me. That was rude. Okay, ready?
Well, you couldn't hold it in, could you?
Huh? No. How many do I have? 7. How many do I need? 16. I will get 16 first. Actually, yeah, we can go this way, can't we? Oh, I forgot about those guys down there. Hello. I love this afro I got on my head. It's amazing.
Reminds me of what was that? Afro Samurai.
Yeah. It's the first thing I thought of when I put it on. I was like, oh, that's cool. Look at you, cowboy of the West. Woo! Well, yeah, in at 9:30 for it, and I've been doing all-nighters the last few days because I can't sleep, and yeah, you were. Yes, I am a loving boyfriend, thank you. I do try. How many is it for the first one? 8.